The world seems to be losing the war on climate change, and this is evident from unpredictable and extreme weather patterns around the globe. Kenya has not been spared. There seems to be a little change of a reprieve as Kenyans in the ongoing drought, even as they expect the long rains to start pouring down later this month. But how best can we manage the little that we do have?
The enactment of the Water Act 2002 created new institutions, that is, water companies, to manage water resources in Kenya. The companies took over the provision of water and sewerage services from their respective municipal councils. Some of these companies have had their fair share of challenges in managing water resources in the country. But in Nyeri County, the situation is different. Well, this is Nyeri Water and Sewerage Company, and interesting to note is that for the last 10 years, it has been rated as the most performing water service provider in the country. That is according to ASREB, the regulatory board.
The secret behind the success story of Nyawasco is commitment to serve. For Kenya to be water secure, we have to manage our water resources. Our company, for example, we partner with the Kenya Forest Service, our Water Resource Users Association, to ensure that every year we are committed towards planting trees just to protect our catchment.
The Constitution of Kenya assigns responsibility for water supply and sanitation provision to the 47 established counties. Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga acknowledges this, but insists that smooth devolution of water services calls for governors and county leadership to drive reform, but without disrupting services.
Let's keep an enemy called politics out of water companies. I will say this, that we should find other bases from which to propel our politics, as opposed to trying to get into the running of water companies and mixing them up with what we are doing out here as counties.
The Constitution itself was very, very clear, and police the water has a concurrent function. It is both premised at the national government and both at the county government. So what we need to come up with, and we already have, is a framework of cooperation. And we have it between the national government and the Council of Governors, so that we look at the ways of jointly managing this resource.
On their part, water services providers feel that management of water resources in the counties has to be streamlined.
Water services is a devolved function, but water services is also regulated nationally. When these things are happening almost at the same time, of course, teething problems will be there, but it's up to us to speak about them, discuss them, so that a solution is easily found.
To address key issues in the water sector, water services providers have now organized a conference to forge a way forward.
So these are some of the challenges, and we believe that this conference is coming at a time so that we can address all these challenges of water insecurity.
We have also invited international players so that they can come and share with us the best practices in the world for the purposes of ensuring that Kenya accelerates in her agenda to achieve universal access to water and sanitation.
The United Nations classifies Kenya as a water-scarce country, and estimates of water supply in the country indicate that only about 56% of the population has access to safe water.